It's nice seeing you once again. It's Aya Abdeen for Devils in Detail. So the Sun Devils have played their first conference game of the season. What types of challenges has it presented to you, and how do you look to build on it, especially after tonight's game?
Well, that's a good team. About as long as I've ever seen on the floor, 1 through 5, and they played really good defense. Great rebounding team. So it's kind of that dirty work that you have to worry about in a game like this. So I thought initially we did a pretty good job blocking out. In the middle there was questionable, but at the end we knew they were going to rip it to the rim and get offensive boards. So those were the 2 points of emphasis. But really proud of this group. They were locked in for 3 days. I will say the prep, we didn't look at it any different. We've done prep the exact same for every single game. That consistency has been the same. They were really locked in.
When you start a game like that, I mean, like this, I mean, defensively, like Big 12 played, they had, I think, 2 or 3, obviously, shot clock violations going deep in the shot clock. And I know we talked about you preach defense, but I mean, to start on a team like that, like you said, with that length, how big was it confidence-wise?
It was huge. I think it's really difficult to simulate our defense in a scout. So teams do have to adjust, and in the beginning when you can put that much pressure and disrupt that much on the defensive end, obviously it was to our advantage. But we play hard, we make things impossible. The next play, the next catch, screens, we really try to defend and disrupt. And when you do that right off the gate, I'm like, all right, you're coming to the media timeout. I'm like, they better have 35 more minutes of this.
Coach, when the game, you were up by 2 in the third quarter, then Carrera scored 3 straight buckets. Just how important was that towards the momentum throughout?
Yeah, you know what I love about Elle is I really challenged her because she had been fading, then she missed that bunny, and I'm like, you can't feel sorry for yourself because I know they don't feel sorry for you, but we're going to go back at you, and I want you to basically go through their nose and score. So a little bump and up. And she embraced that. She's a phenomenal young player. Her ceiling is really high. But for her to be able to get those interior buckets, it'll open the outside for your Gabbies, for your Marleys. So we got to have both the inside presence and the outside presence to complement each other. So that was huge for us.
Hey Gabby, it's good to see you. It's Aya Abdi for Devils in Detail.
You're already in your jammies?
I know.
She's on Christmas break already.
Okay, so
It was the theme. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so the Sun Devils have their first conference win while continuing the undefeated season of 13-0. I'm just curious what types of challenges Colorado has presented to you, and how do you look to continue to build on the momentum in the conference play?
Definitely some things we need to work on, for sure. But honestly, I think the best thing about us, or best thing for us, is to just celebrate this win, go home and be with our families, and then come back and reset. We know what needs to be fixed, but I think the biggest thing is just celebrating being 1-0 in our new season.
Coach, Bill and Keller, 602 Sports Talk. In that very competitive back and forth third quarter, you made that decision when Washington just picked up her third foul to leave her in the game with, I think, 3 minutes left to go in the quarter and the whole fourth quarter. How big was that?
Yeah, she's seasoned. She's a veteran, so I trust her. I'm like, Marley, can you play clean? She's like, yeah, coach, I got you. And she is. She's smart. Her basketball IQ is really, really good. And she's kind of our energizer bunny out there. So without her on the floor, when you're having a game of momentum, highs and lows, it's good to have her on the court. She's kind of our mouthpiece, our communicator, again, our defensive energy bug. So as long as she could be smart, she's a spark out there that we need in those moments.
Coach, you say momentum, but being in a, kind of way that once they got to within 2, like a heavyweight fight, like both teams just sitting in the middle of the ring, just straight in haymakers. And I know you said like there's things you need to keep learning about your team and improving on, but like when you see something like that, in response like that, what can the team take from it?
I mean, I'll take my team in that situation any day. I've seen how much, and we're not too high on the wins right now. It's like one game at a time, and they really do have that mentality. It did not matter what happened in the non-conference. We said we were 0-0. And so this game, it was this game. That's all we focused on. And we knew it was going to be a physical battle. This is a whole new level. I mean, the Big 12 conference is really good top to bottom, and we saw our first test with it, and we battled through.
Reckons you didn't know if she was going to be able to play. You had a couple of extra days, and she is able to play, and then plays pretty darn well.
Yeah. No, she was huge for us. Yeah, she was questionable up until today. She got cleared from our physician. We were excited about that. Obviously, Deb had gone through the scout, and shout out to Deb too. I mean, she's been phenomenal for us in Bracken's absence. She's kind of whatever you need me to do, coach. I'm like, well, I need you to rebound, play hard, run the floor, defend. And she did just that. That's what's special about this team too. Like, role definition doesn't have to be everyone has to light up the box score in points or rebounds or assists. Like, there's really niches that this team has, and I think they embrace that with each other. And so they don't try to do anything out of the ordinary, and that's Deb for you. And then Brackens came in and picked up where she left off.
Molly's following up on the last question as well. Deborah Davenport at this point. In the second half, she had a crucial defensive rebound where there was like a lot going on, and then she had another offensive rebound, and that it led to the Sun Devils keeping their possession alive and having free throw attempts. How proud are you of Deborah's development throughout the season as well?
Yeah, extremely. When you're in those tight games, you need extra possessions. So she was getting to the rim, getting a O-board, getting another O-board, tipping it and keeping it alive for us to have an out-of-bounds play. So she was key. And for her, I know her teammates expect that of her. She expects of herself, but we're celebrating with her when she has those momentum moments.
And Marley, it's good to see you once again. So the Sun Devils have played their first conference game of the season. What types of challenges has Colorado presented to you, and how do you look to build a momentum over the next few games?
I mean, they're a good team, and we knew coming into this game that they were really good offensive rebounding, and that's something we wanted to focus on. I don't think we did our best on it, but like she mentioned, Deb really gave us a spark that we needed, and we came up in the moments we needed to. But the test from them was really awesome for us. I know a lot of people say our like strength of schedule and stuff like that, so I was just really glad to kind of just tell them, everybody, like, you know, it's just us.
On that same line, so how sort of validating is it to come out, win wire to wire, 17-2, all the way to the end, hold them off when they get beaten into? How much can you take from that, just going forward in the Big 12?
I think it's just to test what type of team we are. I said it earlier. Basketball is a game of runs, so if you get rattled by a run, this isn't the game for you. And we're not really worried about that because we know what type of team we are. We know how to weather storms. Been doing it all off season just to prepare us for this. So I feel like we just take this game and build on it because this is exactly what Big 12 play is going to look like night in and night out.
I think the biggest change, Coach, for you first, then if you guys want to touch on it, the biggest change we've seen from the beginning of non-conference play to now the beginning of conference play is the energy you guys are coming out with, and you guys are starting off a lot stronger than you have. You talked about building that identity. Could you touch on that and why, especially in these harder games that you're playing, that you guys have improved so much?
Yeah, I think that's a big time observation. Like, it took us a while to get going those first few weeks of non-conference play. But, you know, and I don't know if it was the name or we're just trying to get used to each other or we didn't know the brand was supposed to sustain that level for 40 minutes. I mean, we're figuring everything out. And we go in and we want to take the first punch, really. And we've always said from the beginning, 3 stops in a row. So it's never been like, let's go out and score as many points as we can in this first quarter. It's 3 stops in a row. So if we start on the defensive end, that fuels our offense. You can see that. We're getting shot clock violations. The very beginning jump ball, you know, we're fueling our offense from our defense. So that's effort-based. So every time we step on the floor, it's 40 minutes of effort, but you have to start quick.
Coach, what would a national ranking in the top 25 mean to your program at this point?
It would be a nod to the voters who respect us, but in our mind, it's like next game.
Yeah.
You know?
Want to know.
I think it would be a testament to where we've been and where we've come from and what we're doing and the body of work, and that would be appreciative. But I don't really buy into rankings. I don't really buy into, you know, just team kind of records. Like, you have to play the next game in front of you. But these girls deserve that recognition. And they've showed it clearly. They've proved it. Now, will we put a lot of stock in it? No, but I do think it's a great nod.
Following up on the last question as well, so Molly, you have entered the Sun Devils coaching program throughout March, and then you have brought in these 2 ladies, and especially other players as well, while building around Giant Levette, who was a part of the roster last year. How much volume does it speak into being a part of the program who is having a historic start this year?
No, I pinch myself every day, and I'm very grateful and thankful and blessed. I couldn't imagine starting this chapter with any other group. I mean, I want to say they're easy. They're not easy. Sometimes I gotta give them a nudge, but they're willing. They're willing. They've bought into the vision. We've had our highs and lows and our ups and downs, but they've always stayed the course. They've never questioned what we're trying to do and where we're trying to go. As a coach, I can lay my head on my pillow at night and say, I'm going to rock with them. Like, there's no tension built. There's no, like, sometimes there's a back and forth because I'm demanding and they're tired and they think this and I think that. But at the end of the day, it's like we're all on the same page. We all have the same goals. They're wonderful human beings. So the character of these kids that I get to be around every day, I don't know how I got so lucky, but it's an early Christmas gift that's going to keep on giving.
For sure. Speaking of that, what's it going to be like for you guys to celebrate Christmas at 14 and up?
It's gonna be exciting. I know for me, been around a couple of schools, I honestly don't remember being in a position like this, especially being in the role that I am, having a big role. It's a lot different perspective, and then also coming from a basketball household. My brother played college, so I know he's gonna be proud of me. Get to celebrate with the fam, but also happy I get to leave my secondary family, with a good win as well. So it's gonna feel good for sure, but definitely just something to keep building on. Makes me more excited to get back, not gonna lie, to finish this out and see where we end up.
Definitely. Yeah, no, just to piggyback off that, I mean, exciting to go home and see some family. Really fortunate to have this group of girls, and most people are like looking forward to these breaks. Like, oh, I've been around each other so long, and I can't really necessarily say that with this group. We think we've been so fun together, and we've all just gelled naturally. So, like Gabby said, I'm really excited to like get away to my second family, or away from my second family, but just to have this confidence going into the break, and then coming back with just more excitement, like she mentioned, to get another one. Why be satisfied with the first? Just build on it.
Coach, what aspect of the non-conference schedule do you think best prepared you going into conference play now?
I mean, we played 5 games on the road, and those weren't gimmies. I mean,
my
Santa
gosh,
Clara was
no.
not a gimme. Penn State was not a gimme. Oregon State, Gonzaga, those weren't gimmies. So we were challenged. Like, we had a challenging schedule, and we grew with it. Playing UNLV, I think a tournament-tested team every year. We've been challenged, and we've grown with it. And we hit 3 road games in a row being bi-coastal. Like, that's a testament to this team. To whatever adversity comes our way, we have a saying, perfect for us. So we've kind of pinpointed that theme, and it doesn't matter who we're playing, where we're playing, how many days we've had off in between. It's perfect. What our record is, perfect for us. So a testament to them for embracing that mentality as well.
Heading into conference play again, what's one positive takeaway from this first game that you think is really going to help you guys get through this upcoming challenge, and what's one negative, one challenge you foresee for this conference play?
Our defense can get us into any game and win us any game. It's going to happen with our defense, and they know that. We're going to hang our hat on it. We're keeping teams below their averages. That's going to give you a chance to win night in, night out. Now, I think ball security for us is something I'd like to clean up. I don't love the number of turnovers, but if we can be stronger, make better decisions. And we've got a veteran group, so I think that'll come as gelling comes. Again, they're strangers playing with each other as of 7 months ago. So just understanding a little bit how, when, where, why the offensive comes into play and securing that basketball.
Everybody good? All right.
Happy holidays,
Yep.
you
Happy
guys.
holidays. Thank you.
Coach.